Swear your life is basic. Yeah. All you do is sit around the house, you getting faded. That ain't entertainment. Yeah. You're missing every single shot. You're missing every single shot that you're taking. Hey kid, you could use a little bit of your imagination. It could do you right, improve your life. You're busy wasting. Said it's your money if you make it. Otherwise, it's just a conversation. R.I.P. to Mark Miller. R.I.P. to Mark Miller. That is conversations, and the moral from the song is you could use a little bit of your imagination, and it could change the life you're busy wasting every now and then. And that is the topic of the day. Stop wasting your life. The lot of us, the lot of us are wasting our lives partaking in things we shouldn't partake in: alcohol, drugs, excessive partying. There's nothing, literally nothing wrong with partying, but excessive partying. If the only thing you look forward to, if the only thing you want to look forward to, it's a Monday, and your mind is rewiring. Your mind is rewired to the weekend enjoyment. you need to, you need to lock in. You need to lock in. You need to lock in. You can't be. It can't be a Monday. Tomorrow's a Monday. A shoot Sunday. It can't be a Monday, and the only thing you're looking forward to is the end of the week. We're wasting our lives away partaking in things like alcohol. We're wasting our lives partaking in things like procrastination. Procrastination is one of the killest, one of the biggest kill of dreams. Biggest kill of dreams. Biggest kill of dreams. Why are you like procrastination? Is why you keep telling yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow." Trust me, bro. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna start that podcast tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to the manager tomorrow for promotion. I'm gonna ask my girl out tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Never comes. There's never an easy time to make a hard decision. The only time, the only time you could make the decision that could actually change your life is today. Today. Make that hard decision. That hard decision. Because pain is attached to every decision we make in life. There's pain attached to every decision we make in life. Whether it's like a short-term decision, long-term decision. Say you're going to the gym. Say you like you're trying to start hitting. You're trying to start hitting the gym, and there's gonna be pain attached to it because you're giving your comfort away for that short-term pain. That 1 hour in the gym where you have to lift weights you aren't used to. Those say like you did leg day in the gym. That discomfort in your legs. That discomfort, pain is attached to every decision you make in life. And if you're so focused on trying to avoid the pain, the short-term pain, because it's pain, short-term pain and long-term pain. Long-term pain haunts. Short-term pain is what keeps most individuals. Short-term pain is what keeps most individuals average. Because everyone's trying to avoid the short-term pain, that short-term embarrassment. Examples for short-term embarrassment. Say you want to set up a business, a side hustle, but you're scared it's gonna fail. Yeah, it's probably gonna fail. Probably, but probably it's probability. Probably it's probability. It's a 50-50 situation. It's try and error. You try and set up a business, it could fail, but what if it works out? What if it works out? It's that pain of trying to lose a bit of money that is keeping us average. Trying to set up a bit, trying to like approach that lady that you're attracted to, and you're thinking in your mind she's gonna reject me. So she could reject you. She could reject you, and it's majorly rejections. It's majorly losses. If men were really honest to each other, we would look to each other and be like, "Man, I've been more rejected more times than I've been laid." But of course, we everyone's trying to hide away from that pain, that honesty, and that's the thing that's fucking the lot of us in the modern era. Everyone's trying to avoid the pain. Everyone's still like on a status as we post, say on your IG story, on your WhatsApp story, on your X story. People usually post things that look cool and comfy, not like cringe stuff. It's gonna be hard for you to post a cringe say picture, a cringe video, a weird video view. It's gonna be hard. So it's much easier. It's much more easier. I've been in situations where like I wanted to post something, but then in my mind I was like, could get I could get that backfire for whatever I'm going to post. So back in the day, I used to hold back on what I wanted to post, but I've learned over time that people, yes, people in the short term are going to judge you, but people don't really care what you post. They don't really care that much, like you think they do. Of course, some people are going to judge you a bit here every now and then, but it's the judgments are going to come and go. It all depends on how you take it. It all depends on how you interpret the criticism and the whatnot, the what, the what and whatnot. So basically, pain is one of the biggest things, right? People trying to stay away from that discomfort, that weirdness. People trying to look cool and stuff, and it's in the being cool that people are so average nowadays. It's in the being cool, and people lie a lot. I do believe the two key things that are having people waste their lives: dishonesty and avoiding the avoidance of pain. Dishonesty. People are really dishonest. People are really, really dishonest. But you're fading away. You're wasting your life away. You're aging every now and then. And if you don't, because time is fleeting. Time is time is gonna pass you by either way, whether you make the decision or not to stop wasting your life, to stop partaking things like that have regret at the end of, to stop partaking things that have regret as the guideline. Things like and alcohol is not as bad, but if each time you drink alcohol you're having regret as the end goal, each time you partake in things like masturbation, smoking of drugs and stuff, avoidance of pain. You didn't want to approach that lady because she was around a bunch of dudes. She was around the girls, and you wanted to talk to her, but then you couldn't. You let it slide, and then an hour later, it's haunting in your head. It's holding in your head because you chose that short term. You chose to avoid that short term embarrassment because you could approach her when she's around her friends, and she could reject you, and it was gonna blow, it was gonna mess your day up. But it's to not be average. It's all about not doing average things. So if you see a lady you want to talk to, just pull up to her and say your truth. It doesn't matter the output because we cannot control the outcome. We cannot control the output. We can shape the output with our habits. We can shape the outcome with our habits, our actions, but we cannot fully determine the output. The best we can do is to focus on what we can control. And what I can control is pulling up to that chick, telling her my truth. What I can control is ejecting the vices I can control out of my system. Out of my system. Ejecting out all the laziness in my system. If I can control it, I have to eject it. I have to eject it. Too much scrolling on social media, too much, too much drinking, too much negative thinking, too much, too much dishonesty. Where a guy is gonna tell you, I'm locked in, but they're not locked in. We lie to ourselves, but our output is a reflection of our input. So you're not stuck because of the circumstances that are holding you back. We are majorly stuck as individuals because of the circumstances we have allowed to hold us back. Of course, there are circumstances that can limit our progress, but they're only going to limit our progress if we allow them to. So it's all self-inflicted pain. It's all self-adversity, self-pain, because everyone's going through pain. And like I earlier said, each decision we make in life, each decision we make in life is going to have pain attached to it. Either short term pain to get you the long term gains, or the short term gains to get you the long term pain. No one is trying to go through that. No one is trying to commit to the short term pain because it sucks, it's boring, it's a lonely road. You have to do it alone, you have to do it yourself every now and then. People are trying to delegate tasks to their work colleagues so they're not trying to stay extra hours in at work. People are trying to people are trying to People are trying to avoid pain. People are trying to how people avoiding pain. People like you want to add on more weight. You're going through the pain of being say you're going through the pain of being lonely, but you're not willing to go through a short-term pain to get someone that could to get someone you want. That way you're not lonely anymore. Because there's pain attached to every single decision in life. So most times the reason we are wasting our lives away is people are not willing to endure the short-term pain. No one is willing to endure the short-term pain. And I'm here to urge you, it's through the short-term pain that we can go to the other side. And I'm here to tell you that in the it's the grass is greener on the other side. There's this life we're living right now, but there's a better version waiting for you on the other side. Only if you stop being dishonest, only if you're willing to go through that short-term pain to get your gains. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here, and you can like, subscribe, and a big shout out to Chigundu Art Studio. It is an art studio, one of the best art spaces I've been to around Uganda. Located along Semadu Road. You can check it out. It's one. It has a lot of good art paintings, good people around, good vibes. So it's an epic vibe whenever I'm around. It's where I shoot from, and yeah, that is that. I'll see you in the next video. And you can keep the conversation going in the comment sections. Cheers and booze. Ciao.